Hey, what's up everybody? So got another little talk here for you with this quarantine situation. Got a lot of downtime to think, to talk, share videos like this, so I hope you enjoy them. Stay tuned for more. I don't know what your guys' situation is like in your home state, but here in Wisconsin, this stay-home order was only supposed to be a month long. Got extended another month, so we're not out of the woods yet. I want to go fishing so bad. Opener for us, the game fishing opener in southern Wisconsin, is literally right around the corner, and my plans have all been shot and ruined. I'm supposed to be fishing with Joe from Burning Eights. What's up, Joe? If you're watching this, man, hope we can fish together this year eventually. But we were gonna try to fish the opener together, but it's just not gonna happen now, which is a big bummer. But anyways, today's video, you're probably wondering, what is the 120 Club / 165 Club? So this is something I thought about years ago, and it's something that anglers do kind of talk about. There's not really an official name or even an official club, so this is kind of the start of that. So let's get it going, let's get it rolling. But what is the 120 Club? What's the 165 Club? What do I mean by those numbers? So in Wisconsin and a lot of states in the upper Midwest, basically there's three primary game fish that most guys target: muskies, walleye, and pike. Another term for them is fish with teeth. Okay, a lot of guys call them fish with teeth. Those are the three big fish, especially in Wisconsin, but in the upper Midwest, that a lot of guys target: muskie, pike, and walleye. And then obviously the next two fish that are targeted heavily by most anglers just across the country, but especially in the Midwest, are largemouth bass and then smallmouth bass. Obviously largemouth are universal. I mean, over in Asia and Japan and whatnot, they're big over there too. But those are also considered game fish, and those are what I would call the top five in Wisconsin and in the Midwest, the top 5 species that are targeted by most game fish anglers. Okay, so the 120 Club has to do with the first big 3: muskie, walleye, and pike. Okay, and so 120 is inches, 120 inches. In order to get there, the trophy mark or trophy status for each species goes like this, and most guys will tell you the same, especially in Wisconsin or the upper Midwest. But 50 inches for muskie is considered a trophy, 40 inches for pike is considered a trophy, and then 30 inches for a walleye is considered a trophy. Now, walleye, I'm pretty sure 28 inches is considered like master trophy class, master class status, something like that, which is really cool. I'd gladly catch a 28-inch walleye every opportunity I get. But most guys know that fish for walleye, we're chasing that 30 mark, okay? So the 120 Club in Wisconsin, in the upper Midwest, most states up here, is a 50-inch muskie, a 40-inch pike, and a 30-inch walleye. Now, more specifically, pertaining to this video and my own personal goals and achievement, is that I did this. I caught all 3 species at those marks or bigger in Wisconsin, and I got them all casting, okay? So that makes it a little bit more, special, unique, whatever you want to call it. But I got a 52+ inch muskie casting from shore in Wisconsin. I got a 40-inch pike on the dot casting from shore in Wisconsin. And then I got a 30-inch walleye casting from a boat, my buddy Hank's boat. Thanks, Hank. He also netted for me. But I have separate videos I've been putting out, I've been releasing here and there, and I've got more to come, so stay tuned. But I tell the story in each of these videos. They're called Fish Tales. I'm calling a little series called Fish Tales. But I've got a video for each fish of my biggest catch, my personal best, my personal records, whatever you want to call them. So stay tuned for those. You can hear the story of each one of these fish I've caught. But for the 120 Club, I'm actually at like 123 inches total, something like that. But I got a 52-inch muskie, a 40-inch pike, and a 30-inch walleye, all casting here in one state, my home state of Wisconsin. Then you go to the next bracket, or the extended categorizing, adding those other 2 species, largemouth and smallmouth. And then you're probably thinking, okay, how do you jump up to 165? And the way I figured it, just to make it a nice, appealing number to the eyes, 165, what I did was I said you have to have at least a 23-inch bass in either category, and then a 22-inch bass in either category. So you may have a 23-inch smallmouth and a 22-inch largemouth, or vice versa, but it doesn't matter, okay? It boils down to you need 45 inches between the 2 species of bass, okay? So for me, what that looks like with my bass is I have a largemouth that really was 1/8 of an inch under 24 inches, okay? So I can't call it 24. It was basically 24, but I can't call it that. So I have a 23 and like 3/4 inch largemouth. More than that, it was literally 1/8 of an inch under 24. But I got a 23+ inch largemouth, and then my longest smallmouth is 22 inches. Now, my heaviest wasn't a 22. My heaviest was a 21. I've got multiple 21, 21.5 inchers. But my longest smallmouth bass to date is a 22 incher. And you guessed it, I caught my 23 plus inch largemouth casting from shore, and I got my 22 inch smallmouth casting from shore. So all 5 species, muskie, pike, walleye, largemouth, smallmouth bass, to put me in that 165 club, I caught all of them casting, and I caught them all in one state, my home state of Wisconsin. Okay, so what I thought would be really cool and really fun is to hear about you guys, your stories, more specifically your personal bests, and where you're at in these categories, in these brackets, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now some of you, I realize, are in different states. Some of you are in the Midwest, so you're probably targeting the same species, but others are in different states, further south, further east or west. Some of you might even be in Canada and provinces and whatnot. So basically, what I was hoping to get going here in the comments, to get a discussion going in the comments below, is I want to know, in your home state or your home province, so just the one location, what are the top 3 species that most guys target? They're like the cream of the crop, okay? They're the big dogs in your state or province. Number 1, what are those 3 species? What are the marks? What are the goals? What is the inch range that you need to hit to get like trophy status for the big 3? And then extend it and add the next 2 best, or the next 2 most pursued, or whatever you want to call it. But extend it, then bump it up to 5 fish total, okay? So add on to the first big 3. What are the next 2 species that a lot of you guys target in your home state or your home province? And again, what are the marks? What is trophy status? What are you chasing? What are you trying to get to that, man, that's a giant fish. That's a trophy fish. So your state or province, what are the big 3 species? What are the big 5? If you were to add 2 more, what are the marks? What are the inch ranges you need to hit to get quote unquote trophy status? And then let me know if you did it. That's really what I want to know. I want to know how many guys have done this or come close to it, or what are you missing? What fish, what species, what length are you missing? How far are you off from getting into the 120 or 165 club? And for you in a different state or province, it might be a 150 club or a 200 club or something crazy. You know, some of you guys are probably chasing sturgeon or something, or big trout. I don't even know. But what is that total? What are the species? Where are you at? What do you need to get there? And if you've already accomplished it, I want to hear about it, because it's just cool. It's insane to hear about what guys are catching in other states. What else, or other provinces, but what else is so unique about this, you guys, is you might have guys that are relative nobodies, you know, like me. They're not guides. They're not tournament anglers. They don't have a TV show or nothing. But you might be surprised the quality of anglers that are out there that are just straight killing it and just catching monsters, and they're under the radar. They're probably not sharing stuff on social media because they're smart, and they're just laying the smackdown on their home turf, catching some absolute giant trophy fish. And I always like doing stuff like this because it gives shout outs and props to guys that otherwise probably wouldn't get the respect they most definitely deserve. So say something in the comments. Let me know where you're at. Let me know what you think. Let's get a conversation going. And I'll be honest, you guys, I have yet to meet somebody. Now, I'm sure there are other guys. I don't know everybody in Wisconsin, clearly, so I'm not saying that. But I know a lot of people in the fishing community, in the fishing industry, especially in my home state. I've lived here my whole life. My uncle used to be in the industry back in the 80s and 90s as a guide and a tournament angler. So I know quite a decent amount of people in the industry and in the fishing community. And I'm very obviously connected online. I'm social. I interact with a lot of people as much as possible. I enjoy doing that. And I have yet to meet another person, guide, tournament angler, you name it, regular Joe Schmo. And that's where I think they're going to come. I think there's some sleepers, Joe Schmoes, that probably have done this as well. But I have yet to meet another angler in the state of Wisconsin that has gotten all 5 fish in these species, in these categories, at those inch marks. I have yet to meet one guy that has done all 5 in Wisconsin, all casting. So I want to know, is there any guys specifically in Wisconsin? You got a 50 plus inch muskie, a 40 inch pike, a 30 inch walleye, and then either a 23 inch largemouth or smallmouth, and then a 23 or 22 inch long smallmouth. Largemouth, smallmouth, largemouth, smallmouth. Did I say it right? I don't even know. But have you reached those numbers in all 5 categories in Wisconsin, this one state, casting? Or, I mean, maybe someone's done it in Minnesota or Michigan. I don't know. But I'm really curious because I haven't met anybody yet, and I'm sure there's other guys out there. So maybe it's not you. Maybe you're not the one who's done it. Maybe you know somebody. Yo, get them on here. Tell them to leave a comment. Tell them to subscribe. So, yeah, that's it, you guys. Just let this be a fun conversation. Let me know what you think. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're doing okay given the circumstances with this coronavirus situation. And I hope you're fishing. Some people can't even fish. Right now I'm kind of limited, kind of stuck, but I'm hoping to get out soon. So until next time, stay tuned, you guys. Like always, just keep casting.